She went through my messages, find the hoe that was texting me. Hate when she does all the extra shit, pissing me off. When she knows that I got company, running her mouth like she running me. Nigga like me, never gonna back down. My mama told me not to trust a bitch, never give a half, don't never go love a bitch. Not that I'm jealous, I'm stuck on some selfish shit, yeah.
What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy STK Tactical 6, and this is my very first video. I know a lot of you guys are all probably like, why is this guy wearing a mask? Because of my job purpose, I cannot have a gun channel because I do work a government job. This video, I'm going to just be talking about my gun collection that I have up until when I had started, all the way up until now. I have been involved with firearms since 2022. So I don't have a crazy wild gun collection, and I am fairly new into this industry. But I have picked up a big passion for guns, and yeah, that's why I made this channel. There's probably a lot of newbies out there just like me who are just now getting in firearms, and they're probably wondering, where do I start? How do I start? Which gun is perfect? That's not what this video is about. This video is about what I currently have and just to kick off the channel. And if you haven't, please subscribe and like this video. Gonna be uploading a lot, so yeah. My first gun ever that has ever purchased, now mind you, this was around COVID time, is my Glock 43. So this is one of the most sentimental guns to me because it was my first gun ever. At the time, this was my one and only carry gun. I got it for, I believe it was like $420 if I'm not mistaken. But I did purchase this with my father. He was with me when I had purchased this. So for this being my first ever gun, this gun means a lot to me, and I don't think I'll ever let it go for that reason. So yeah, Glock 43 carries only 6 plus 1. I do have a Magpul base plate, so I believe I can feed 7 into this. I believe this is a plus 1. So yeah, and I do have another mag that I believe holds 6 rounds as well, or 7 rounds. The next gun is, it would be my second gun after the Glock 43, is the Smith & Wesson M&P Shield. This is just the original, but I do have an Olight on it. Okay, I do have a whole grip as well. It kind of just, you know, it feels really good. This was just another buy. I purchased this from my cousin for $300. At the time, this was just something that, you know, I just wanted to start building a collection, that is. And yeah, that's why I went with this gun. I got it for cheap, obviously. So I said, hey, why not? 8 rounds. This is a Smith & Wesson mag, but I do have one that has an extended base plate that carries 10, I believe. So yeah, the whole grip on this feels absolutely amazing. I don't regret putting it on. My second gun ever, so no complaints. And now my very next gun, my Glock 19, not the 19X, but just the 19 Gen 5. I bought this at a pawn shop for $500 about 2 years ago. So this is my home defense gun. We are empty and we are clear, nothing in the chamber. Okay, this is my home defense gun. So I got the normal Glock mag with the +5 base plate. So this is a 20 plus 1. I do have an Olight, as y'all can tell. I rock with Olight. They're affordable, and you know, I think it's a pretty solid light. You know, I have literally no complaints about it. This is just your normal stock. I do got a whole grip on it because I just love how whole grips feel on their firearms. But I will say I wouldn't put it on a carry gun because it does make it that much more thicker. But nevertheless, because this is my home defense gun, I don't really mind how thick it is. Pause. Nothing too crazy about it. I obviously have a YouTube 25 round mag extension. Okay, so if I want more rounds, I could always pop that in, and yeah, nothing really crazy about it. Just your ordinary Gen 5 Glock 19. My very next gun. Now this is where I started kind of understanding a little more about firearms, you know, more capacity, smaller fit. So at the time, I was super hyped when I got this gun. I'm gonna make sure I clear it. Okay, we are cleared. No mag is in. It is the Springfield Hellcat, okay? Not the Hellcat Pro, but the Hellcat. And the reason why I was pretty big on the Hellcat is because it came, obviously it's a small gun. I'll compare it with my Glock 43 in a minute, but it's a small gun that carries a ton of rounds. And what I mean is, I got the range package. It came with a 13 round mag, well, two 13 round mags, two 15 round mags, and two 11 round mags. So to me, it was perfect. I got it for 600 bucks. So I felt like it was a killer deal at the time, you know? So obviously this is what it looks like. And this is the 13 round. I don't think I mean, I do have a 15 round mag, but it's somewhere laying around. I should have probably gathered everything. This is the range bag that it came with. Okay, this is the range bag. So, and I believe maybe, well, yeah, see, I got a couple right here. What is this? This is the 11 round mag, the 13 round mag, and I think in my safe, I have the 15 rounds laying somewhere. Really got this gun because, again, I started getting a little bit more experience into firearms, and then I was just like, you know what, man? Let me get a good concealed carry gun that holds more rounds, and it obviously isn't going to print and show as much as maybe my Glock 19. This is the Glock 43, and this is the Hellcat. And as you can see, okay, I have it lined up. Okay, lined up. Oh, this probably show you better. Okay, as it's lined up, the Glock ever so slightly a little bit longer, and they're about the same. The Glock is a little bit smaller, but I mean, you're talking about 6 rounds compared to, you know, this 13 plus 1. 13 plus 1, 6 plus 1. I mean, you tell me. Oh, that being said, I thought it was just, you know, a lot better to go with the Hellcat Pro. What I will say is, yes, it is a snappier gun, but you kind of get that from a 9mm small handgun. So it comes with, you know, the territory, but that's, I mean, it's the same as the Glock 43. It's pretty snappy as well. So yes, you got to train a lot with it, get used to it, break it in, and all of that. But would I purchase this gun again if I was just starting off? 1000%. I think this is a pretty good first time, maybe second gun. You know, obviously, like, when you're first getting into it, you're gonna get spooked out shooting it because of the recoil. But once you get used to it, it's probably the best concealed carry gun for this size, at least. Okay, and my next handgun, which is probably my favorite one and is the most recent one that I have purchased, is a clear, nothing in the chamber. It is my Springfield Hellcat Pro. So yes, just like basically the Hellcat that I just showed you, but this is the Pro version. It did come with a Viridian green dot. I threw on a Olight that I currently had, you know, before, and I just threw it on now. So I mean, that's just everything that I got done with it. Now, I will say that this would probably be in comparison of the Glock 19. Obviously, it's smaller, it's more thinner, but it does carry 15 rounds. I can carry 17 as well. Basically, this gun can carry 17 plus 1. And the base plate will be a little bit longer, but it's basically like a full-size gun at that point. And you're now comparing it to a Glock 17 from a capacity standpoint. This is now my concealed carry gun. I shoot this pretty often, and this is the gun that, you know, I'd lean on. Now, I mean, I gotta get a new light because this, you see there's like a gap here and everything, but it works for me right now. So I'm not really, you know, I'm in a rush, but yeah, just that gap is just a little, it's a little weird. But nonetheless, again, I'm not no expert. I'll go as far to say I'm a gun enthusiast. Yet I do have a lot to learn still. I'm still fairly new, but I feel like that's the perk of this channel because I guess anybody that's new, we can do it together. So yeah, that's my Hellcat Pro, man. I love this gun. Yeah, and I got it with the range kit. This is another, show y'all, I got 2 range kits. Boom, boom. So yeah, I got this one for, I think it was $650, and obviously it came with all the mags. 15 round mag. Here's my 17 round mag, and let me round mag. And this is the cool part about Springfield, which Glock can do the same thing, really. But here's my little Hellcat, all right, my little Hellcat. And here is the 17 round mag from my Hellcat Pro. Now, yes, it fits, but there's obviously this like weird like gap. I can take this boot off the 15 round magazine, okay, take the 17 round mag, put the boot on the 17 round mag, slide it down, and now my little Hellcat that I was just comparing to the 43, and now you got a flush 17 round Hellcat, not the Pro, the Hellcat. So that's pretty cool. I'll give Springfield its props with that one, like little hinge, but nonetheless, I mean, I just thought it was cool. I know Glock has already done it. Thought it was pretty cool that a Hellcat 17 round mag can literally fit on a Hellcat. Like, I think that's pretty damn cool. Back to the Hellcat Pro, you can see it's a little longer. Let me get the flush mag. The 15 round flush mag, it's a little bit longer. 13 round. This is the Springfield Hellcat with the 13 round, Springfield Hellcat Pro with the 15, and as you can see, the height difference is you know, it's a bit wider too. The height difference is significant enough, but once it's in a hole, just there, it's not really that big of a deal. And then height wise, they are about the same height. Now, remind you, this is with a 13 round mag. If I were to put the 11 round, it would be sitting flush, and this would obviously make it a shorter gun as well. So yeah, that's basically all my handguns. Now, my very next gun. Now, this is where I start to kind of get into the bigger guns. This is my Sol Invictus 9mm. I did add a brace to it. That way it is, it feels good right here. This does take Glock mags. As you can see, I can run a U2 25 round mag, and it will fit right in, and it'll run. The one that was just in my Block 19, it fit perfectly too. Pretty cool. What I do like is that it has a lever right here to wrap the next round, and yeah. So Sol Invictus, I got this for, I believe, $600. A foldable stock brace, made it pretty cool. Kind of gives me like a little Uzi 9 kind of deal. And it also has a large Picatinny rail, which you can throw lights, optics, and whatever other accessories you could think of. My Sol Invictus. All right, and I do have one more gun. But to be honest with you, it is not YouTube appropriate. But I can tell you exactly the gun I have. It is a Radical Firearms 300 Blackout 10.5-inch barrel. I do love that gun. It is my home defense gun, but I wish I could show you guys right now. But unfortunately, like I said, it is not approved for YouTube. So I gotta wait until I make some changes on it to be able to show you guys. So yeah, guys, that'll be all for what I currently have this year, 2026. Hopefully it's going to be a big year for me, as for not only the channel, but also, you know, adding to the collection and slowly building and getting more of a great understanding of the firearms. If you made it this far, I just want to thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you like, subscribe, and join the gang, man. This year is about to be lit.